Good morning everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to show you a little bit of a eBay haul, and I had some Thrifty Thursday money. Also going to show you some clothing that I got, and this is something you don't see me have videos out very often on this, and a whole lot more on today's episode of Homestead Tessie. I had a little bit of a Thrifty Thursday money, and I wanted to get some things that I actually really need. Now, I will be going to the thrift store once in a while, but it's not close to us anymore, and I am really taking a step back and looking at all the things that I own, and I'm really not buying as much things. And so going to the thrift store is fun, and I'll keep doing that, but I am not going to be going there as often because I don't need a bunch of stuff that I don't need. You know, I don't need to go to the thrift store and just buy a bunch of stuff for the sake of buying it. But let me show you the deals that I did get with my Thrifty Thursday money. I got 3 pairs of leggings for $3.99, and I love wearing leggings, and especially in the wintertime with my aprons. I got this pair, this pair. So there's a place called Ocean View Job Lots, I don't know, something like that, and the stuff is really frugal, and I was never there before, and it's in my hometown, and this is what I got. So what I wear is leggings. And I love wearing the leggings because it's very comfortable. So these are going to be great for $3.99. That was really frugal. And then I want to show you what I got with eBay. So it's somewhat of a Thrifty Thursday, but it's just a different way of, shopping. And then I got these. I really like getting things that have to do with the old ways of living and learning new skills. The Woman's Household, and this was the year I was born, June 1970, and then some in 1971. Look at this. 1973, 35 cents. So I got these on eBay for myself, and just to read and enjoy and share it with all of you, the videos. And then I got this. These are curtains, and they're burlap curtains. I really wanted them for a project. Everything in my home is old now, everything. And so I don't have anything modern. And these are old curtains, and I want to use these for a project. And they were so much cheaper than trying to buy it on Amazon. So I'm really super duper excited about it. It's 2 sets of curtains, and it's going to be so much fun. I just really am having so much fun in my videos, and I want to thank all of you for supporting me. I knew you guys would support me. I knew that you guys would enjoy the videos with me, and just my whole home is being transported back into time. I bought the burlap for the material, not for the curtain, and so I am cutting it in half, and I am working on a project in my pantry, which you will see in an upcoming videos. I've had a really nice warm day, and I'm able to go outside and do so many amazing things. I'm telling you, this has been the first that I remember being in November and still having things in the garden. Well, a few things. This will be the end of the garden, but I still am able to go out and get some herbs and be barefoot. A lot of times in the afternoon, it gets to be about 62 to 64 degrees, and I'm barefoot. Well, to be honest with you, I'm barefoot even in the wintertime.
I knew that frost was around the corner, and I decided to go ahead and dig up a few of my sweet potato vines. Now, I only planted a few, and I wasn't sure if it really was going to do anything. It was okay. It was a nice little harvest, enough to give us a few meals, but nothing too extravagant. Now, I did know that it wasn't going to do very well because the deer ate a lot of the vines, but it was fun just to see what I can get. And I'll show you here in just a moment what we found. At first, we thought this is a dud. There was nothing going to be found. But then, slowly, I started finding the treasures. Some of them were little. Some of them were big. But it was a fun experiment, that is for sure.
And this is the other thing that I got. Now, I didn't get this all at the same time. These were just a few things I got in the last couple weeks since you would have seen a Thrifty Thursday. And this is a pillow because as I was cleaning through my stuff, one of the viewers sent me this. And I never was able to use it because I didn't have a pillow. But now I have a pillow and now we can use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, put the pillow in here, and then it will be on my sofa. And now the pillow is ready to sit on my sofa. Because I'm doing things the old ways, it requires a different way of doing things. We are going to be using these, and these are the wire glass jars. Now, in order to do this, everything that I have is old-fashioned, everything. We're not using modern things. I don't have the modern things. I gave them away. What we have here is very old books that share how to do things. And that's what we're going to do in today's video. These were in my freezer, and because it's summertime, it was just so hot, I didn't feel like doing anything that had to do with preserving. So these were all in my freezer. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the blackberries and we're going to make some blackberry jam with them. I only had 2½ of the berries. So to that we're going to add 3½ cups of sugar. Now we're just going to go ahead and heat it all up until it gets to the jelly stage. And then this will give me just a small portion. Then I have to work on my grape jelly. All right, the temperature reached to 220 degrees, which is about the gel stage of jelly. Now we're gonna go and get our jars out of the hot water, and we're gonna fill them. was used to wash the dishes. Homemade bar soap and a dish wand. And now we get to work. So, what is the purpose of a hole in the ground and pouring water in there? It is a simple way that you can save on your septic system. In the summertime, I like to use the water to water my plants, and in the fall and the winter time, I will use the hole in the ground for my dish water. The purpose of this is save your septic if you have your own septic. And what happens is the ground leaches the water. People who have their own septic, they have their own drain field. What do you think that is? That is deep in the ground, and it seeps into the ground, and the ground will neutralize it, and the ground will actually absorb the liquid, bring it right back into the ground, into nature again. It's the same concept. This is the dish water, and I put it down through here. And that is why there is the reason for the hole in the ground. It just saves on the septic. There's no reason to be pouring just regular water down your septic and just flooding your septic for no reason. This was what was done in the Great Depression, and I have implemented all of these things into my home to make my home a little bit more self-sustainable, and also to make my home a little bit lighter footprint in the world. In other words, I am not using anything caustic. Like I'm not using any kind of chemicals. And this brings it right back into the ground. And it's a wonderful way to save on the septic. In my opinion, the septic should only be for human waste. And even that, some people, even that, recycle.
Thank you so much for stopping in again here in Dew Valley. And I'm working on the last of the tomatoes. Hip hip hooray! They did amazing. Next year won't be quite so many tomato plants, but I did amazing with my garden this year, and to be honest, I'm really sad to see it go, and that will be in the next video. But I'm still working on all of these things in the garden, and I decided to can them. And it's so much fun, all this canning, little bits at a time. It's so much easier and so much less stress than those big canning days of old. Take care, everyone. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And to all my beautiful Maine subscribers, I thank you so much for viewing my daily videos. It's you guys who sustain me every single day.
Hey, and don't forget, I still have lots of garden seeds. I'm working here at the table. I have another 6 of them going out to all of you. Just keep it in mind, it's in the description box and under every video whenever you want to be inspired by my cottage garden.